Hello, and thank you for joining us for Community Crossroads. I'm Carolina Astrain. Here's a look at what's coming up on today's show. We learn about the upcoming fireside chat hosted by the Innovation Collective. We also learn about the upcoming Downtown Victoria Art Walk. We hear from a filmmaker as well as from the Junior League of Victoria. We now welcome Carissa Winters with the Innovation Collective. Welcome to Community Crossroads.
Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Always a pleasure. And so talk to us about the conversations y'all have been having. I know Coffee and Concepts was on Wednesday, but what have been some of the projects that have bubbled up from the Innovation Collective?
Whoa, we have a lot because we have an amazing community and people have a lot of ideas swirling around in their head. So we currently have some students at UHV working on an app. Also AI ideas have come out of us, artificial intelligence, kind of cool stuff. And these aren't things that are just going to stay in our community where no one hears about it. These are big ideas that are scalable that will also benefit other communities as well as the world potentially. So that's what's cool. What we create right here, it can be great for humanity, mankind, all those wonderful things. And we've had businesses open their doors that their ideas were kind of swirling around, and now it's actually something that you can do here and take part of and go through the doors of that business. We've had people get jobs because of this and connect with people. And we have people also getting together and working on ideas. People also learning how to grow their business with other people. You know, it's interesting. Someone says, like at our Coffee and Concepts, an idea, I'm working on this thing. Oh, well, I happen to know so-and-so that knows so-and-so, and let me give you their direct contact. And it's like a dream contact that you would have never just gotten by sitting at home or not going to Coffee and Concepts. So it really does make a difference, that human connectivity, being together with one another in a room and letting those ideas out. And then that helps them come to fruition. So it's about the pathways that Innovation Collective, provides, and the Coffee and Concepts being one. And then, as you said, we have our upcoming fireside chat. Those are amazing because you get to hear a local person in your community that has had success in their journey. And I think it's so vital because sometimes we get in our way by telling ourselves this narrative that, oh, well, I would only do it if this, well, this has happened to me, so I'm not successful like them. It's not as easy for me, as it was them. But I think once you hear people's stories, you kind of learn, wow, they went through these things or they experienced that. So you take away something from that, which is really amazing because then that gives you the confidence to keep growing. I know when we had one of our speakers and they were talking about all of the obstacles they faced with financing and getting their company, or one of our speakers talking about how he had to shovel the snow off a roof of a Blockbuster just to, make ends meet.
Yeah.
It's things you would never know about these people.
Well, and there's stories that give you so much more power.
Yes.
And they enable you to see yourself in those roles. When you hear that testimony,
exactly.
It's so powerful. And Dr. Chance Glenn was the previous speaker.
Yes, he was. And he was so amazing. He's been nominated for a Grammy. He's doing stuff with SpaceX.
Wow.
He's a provost right here at UHV. And he's just an all around amazing, nice, genuine person that I'm so happy to have in the community. He even sang a song during it. It was just, you never know what's going to happen. Even our first speaker, Don Poor, when he was doing the recommended books, he talked about, you might know this one gentleman of the name of Curtis Jackson, also known as 50 Cent, and recommended his book, and everyone's in the audience like, I need to know. Everyone has talked about how great that book is. So you get these little nuggets of knowledge and these takeaways, and if they can do it, then I can do it too. I've had people come up after crying, just tears of like happiness because they were about to give up on their business, and they're like, wow, I thought that it was just me facing these obstacles, getting turned down for financing, or being in the struggle right now. And I'm like, it's only a season.
Well, let's go ahead and share the upcoming fireside chat details so people can definitely make it. That's going to be March 22nd, a Tuesday, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at 120 South Main Street on the second floor auditorium. And be sure to enter via Santa Rosa. Thank you so much, Carissa, for all the work you're doing in our community to inspire, invigorate, and connect people. And coming up, don't go anywhere. We hear from the featured speaker, part of the upcoming fireside chat, Callie Fromey.